So a few dozen white supremacists showed up in Charlottesville again for another tiki torch rally, which literally lasted for about 10 minutes and was a complete non-event. And from whom did I learn about this? Oh look, it was the mainstream media once again, who turned an absolute nothing story into a national conversation once again, who gave the alt-right a huge platform and nationwide exposure that it wouldn't otherwise have gotten once again. Quick question, if this guy's views are so abhorrent and the movement he leads represents such a threat to the fabric of the country, why does the establishment media keep giving him a platform? Why does the establishment media keep amplifying his message at every opportunity? Really makes you think. And yeah, I can understand the media making a big deal about the previous Charlottesville rally. There were violent clashes and a terrorist attack. But this? 40 lumbersexual mouth breathers drooling about Holocaust denial for 10 minutes, getting on a bus and going home. That's worthy of a full-page spread in the New York Times. Could it be that the left needs to fan the flames of hysteria by making the alt-right look way scarier than it actually is, to prop up this fake moral panic about America descending into racial apocalypse under Trump? Could it be that the left exaggerates the reach of Richard Spencer and his ilk so they can use him to smear the rest of us via guilt by association? Just like the right freaks out about Antifa and uses the far left to smear the left in general. Difference is, of course, that many on the left openly embrace Antifa, while virtually no one on the centre-right embraces the alt-right. But the media still insists on calling me alt-right, despite me distancing myself from the alt-right nearly a year ago as soon as I saw the Richard Spencer Heilgate tape, which I only found out about because of the mainstream media. I had no idea who Richard Spencer even was until weeks after the election. I'd never even heard of him before. And that's the point. The media says I was at the forefront of this pro-Trump online army, and I'd never even heard of this guy until the media turned him into a superstar. And they have the temerity to accuse me of being a gateway drug for neo-Nazis, while they give a platform to actual neo-Nazis. Oh, Paul's jealous because he's not getting mainstream media attention. I rejected every bit of mainstream media attention. The BBC wanted to profile me. I said no. The New York Times wanted to profile me. I said no. World-famous documentary filmmakers wanted to follow me around for a week. I said no. I don't care because I don't seek media attention. I don't need it because I've got my own platform. Richard Spencer, does he have his own platform, or is he dependent on mainstream media exposure? Let's look at the numbers. Twitter, PJW, 722k. Richard Spencer, 75k. Facebook, PJW, 495k. And another 547k. Richard Spencer, 15k. YouTube, PJW, 1,063,000. Richard Spencer, 15,000. To illustrate, I got more subscribers in the past week than he did in the entire lifetime of his channel. His biggest ever video got 53,000 views. I get more than 53,000 views within 2 hours of uploading a video. Any video. And remember, Spencer's paltry numbers are after a full year of relentless mainstream media exposure. Oh, but when CNN, Vice, Al Jazeera, or ABC interviews him, he does a lot better. Listen, I'm not bragging. I'm using these numbers to illustrate my point. Both the organic, online, and physical numbers show that the moral panic being whipped up about the danger of this movement is being completely blown out of proportion. They could barely get more than a few dozen people to show up for their big return to Charlottesville. Oh, but Paul's just virtue signaling to the left. He's a cuck. What a cuck. Yeah, sorry if I'm not edgy enough to celebrate the murder of a young woman and then encourage people to harass her family at the funeral. I guess I'll just have to live with myself. Bottom line is this: the white supremacists need a steady supply of mainstream media exposure because their audience is tiny. They organically resonate with barely anyone. The mainstream media and the left needs a steady supply of white supremacists so they can contrive a moral panic that just doesn't exist. And so they can use them to demonize the new right, conservatives and libertarians, by conflating this tiny extremist fringe with the entire spectrum. And that's why the mainstream media loves the alt-right. They need each other. They serve each other's purposes. Please click the big red button to subscribe. It really helps me when you do that. And click the bell to allow notifications so you never miss a new video.